As a 24-year-old who moved out to a different state, I wish more people talked about these three things. So, number one is anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Anything can happen. My brother's electric bike got stolen in broad daylight, and that bike was around $300 to $400, and I had to find a way to cover that because I borrowed that bike for the day for work. And so what ended up happening is I had to make a GoFundMe. Obviously, I had to get to work faster, and so friends and family helped me out, and I was able to get that money to buy another bike. But I haven't used the bike since, just because I'm a little traumatized. But another thing, my brother's car got hit amongst other cars by a drunk driver, and this drunk driver didn't have insurance. He was actually a criminal. He had multiple, offenses, and it was just very unfortunate. There was nothing that my brother could do. Um, he couldn't make any money off of it basically because this person was just broke. Um, we were at war with bugs in our apartment, and it was hard, you know, seeing a bunch of like roaches, seeing a bunch of, I don't know, spiders, stuff like that. It was very difficult to deal with. Whether it's just walking into the bathroom and then finding one or seeing one crawl across the wall, it was hard. Another thing was me walking to work in the pouring rain and my shoes getting drenched, my clothes getting drenched because I have to walk to work, don't have a car. So, all these things we had to find a way to, make do with what we were given. And anything that went wrong, that could go wrong, went wrong, you know? And we got to deal with it. It's just life. Number two, how lonely it can be sometimes. So, I would say, despite making friends in wherever you're living at, it's, still not the same, compared to your childhood friends and, family that you've lived with for years. And you have to make do. Whether that's going to events, going to parties, talking to your coworkers and making friends with your coworkers, stuff like that. Um, you you got to do it. Otherwise, you're just gonna be, lonely and alone, and it's not the best feeling. You know, just sitting in bed, not doing anything, not going outside. It sucks. But it is rewarding when you do finally see those friends and family that you miss. And you really never know who's like watching what you're doing. Um, I had recently just went to a rave, and a lot of my friends came to the state I'm in, and they were telling me, "Oh, like I love your content. Keep making content, and keep doing what you're doing." And it was nice to see that they're supportive of what I'm trying to do in life. And same with my mom and my sisters, they constantly check in on me. They call me, they text me, see how I'm doing. They offer support. And I don't take that for granted. I appreciate it and I'm grateful for that. That I still have a support system despite being in a completely different state. And that matters, you know. As much as I dwelled in that loneliness and sadness in a way, um, I got myself out of it because I know that I still have a support system. Even though they're a little bit far away, they're still there. And making new friends along the way. Shout out to my coworkers. Went to a rave with them. Super fun. I've watched movies with coworkers. I've played basketball. You know, you could do a lot. You can connect with people with the things that you love doing. And lastly, number 3, how much growth it actually provides you to, you know, move out. Because you have to worry about all of these things that you didn't necessarily think about back then. You know, what are you going to eat today? Where are you going and how are you getting there? Will you have enough to pay for rent? So on and so forth. You have to ask yourself these questions, all of these things, because they matter now. Not saying that they didn't before, but you are fully on your own and dependent on yourself to take care of yourself. You know? And I would say if you're still living with your parents, you know, take anything that they provide. Don't take it for granted. You know, the food, even just the company of them being there, you know, knowing that they're there in the back of your head. Whether you come home late, you know, you have a family in the house to protect you, to provide food and company, everything, anything that they do for you, you know. Family and friends help out a lot. So if you're my family, if you're my friends, I'm thankful for you guys. My mother, father, brothers, sisters, thank you again. But yeah, I would say these three things are very important, and I just wish more people talked about these things. But hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.